Hi there. This video is going to be a tutorial on how to do the purple shot, not the new version that I found, which you can get a reset with and use the reset in your recovery or get a pogo or whatever, purely because I don't know how to do that consistently yet. But the reason I discovered that original variant is because I figured out how to do the normal one consistently, and I was already planning on making this tutorial when the new version, where you get the reset as well, fell into my lap. So here's the tutorial. I want to preface this by saying that I discovered this mechanic in 2019. Leogaben popularized it because he has a much bigger following than me. No disrespect to him. But I don't think anyone's really managed to figure out a consistent, reliable setup for doing it. Kind of even when people get it right sometimes, they just don't get it right other times. They don't really know why it works, why it doesn't. I do. I figured it out. So I'm going to explain that in detail and not waste any more of your time. So first of all, a demonstration. This is the purple shot. Pretty self-explanatory. It just shoots straight up. I've got my controller overlay so you can rewatch that if you want to just make sure I wasn't pressing any of these buttons, because I wasn't. I don't have anything set up to make a macro where it shoots the ball forward when I do that. It's just... that's just how the game processes those inputs. It's very weird. So, yeah, that's the purple shot. How do I do that? Well, there's a couple assumptions that were made when it was first discovered about how it works. One of which was that you needed to be dead center of the ball. I'm proud to say that that's not true. You actually don't want to get a reset like directly in line with the ball like this. You want to get your reset a bit further forward. And I'll explain the reasoning why of that in a bit. But basically, here's what that looks like. That was a very slow version. The more forward momentum you have, the faster the ball gets shot. It's like any other mechanic. But you actually can see that I'm getting the reset a bit further forward on the ball, sorry. The reason for that is the second reason that, second thing that you need to be doing to do this more consistently is you need to be reversing. You need to be holding reverse when you get the reset. The reason for this is, in a nutshell, Rocket League's physics mechanics only starts separating you from a surface after a certain amount of time, but when you are accelerating or decelerating, that length of time is a bit longer. And that allows you to have a bit more time to execute the flip properly, which makes it a lot more consistent because you have a lot larger margin for error. For me, I think the reason I discovered this mechanic before anyone else did is actually because of my weird control bindings. I don't do reverse on my left trigger. I don't have anything bound to my left trigger except in Rumble, I think. It uses an item. My reverse is actually down on the stick. So when I am getting a reset and pulling back, I am always decelerating, which is why it works for me, or why I found it by luck. Because otherwise, why would you be holding reverse when you're going into a reset? That's dumb. So that's step two. You want to get first the reset on the front of the ball, and second, you want to be holding reverse. Those are like the two biggest breakthroughs I made. I don't know how to do the wave dash reset one consistently yet, but yeah, that's kind of it. The other thing is that canceling the reset doesn't matter at all. If you see my original 2019 clips, I got some really powerful ones without actually canceling, because canceling was not a big thing back then. Like there, see, I didn't cancel the flip at all, and I still got a pretty good touch. In some cases, actually canceling it is worse because you don't... you want to return to upright as fast as possible so you can continue the shot. Yeah, that's really all there is to it. There might be some extra room for exploration around when to boost, when not to boost, what effect that has on how the shot works. But for the most part, all that you actually need to do this shot literally every time is get the reset closer to the front of the ball than the middle, and be holding reverse when you backflip, and then you will get the purple shot. I don't see a reason why this shot can't be consistent enough to be used in just about every game, as like a certain like a switch up mechanic move that you could do instead of a reset or instead of a flip pop or whatever. Yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you all learn how to do it, get consistent, get some successful attempts. I saw one guy on Reddit already got a successful attempt using the written advice I gave, so that's really cool to see. I'm gonna keep experimenting with how to get the wave dash version. I've only gotten it like 3 times, but it is possible and repeatable. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.